Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing an unboxing of the ZTE Blade X1 5G. Okay, so the ZTE Blade X1 5G is a phone that was released earlier this year here in 2021, and I picked it up on Visible, got a line there. And so, yeah, today I'm going to unbox this phone and just see what's all about. Been looking at it for a while, and here it is. Let's go ahead right now, and we'll just pull the top off of this box. And we'll just see what and all does come here in the box. So, in here, we just have your books, and that's pretty much it there. Right here, of course, we have the device, the phone. Pull that out, put it to the side. And the rest in the box is your USB Type-C charging cable and your wall adapter. We'll get into those specs here in a little bit. But that's all that comes into the box. Okay, so holding the ZTE Blade X1 5G. Now, first impressions, the feel in the hand is good. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's massive, nothing like that. It actually feels very solid and it feels very comfortable while you're holding it. And the display, it has a nice size display. It's 6.5 inches. It is an IPS LCD display coming in at 1080p, so it's full HD. And with a 19 by 5 by 9 aspect ratio. Now, this phone does house a quad camera setup. The specs of the cameras, it's got a 48 megapixel main wide angle lens with aperture of f1.8, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens with 120 degree field of view coming in at f2.2. It's got a 2 megapixel macro and depth sensor with aperture of f2.4 and can record in 4K. We'll verify all of that here in a little bit. Now in the front here, you do got a little hole punch camera up there as you see. 16 megapixel wide angle lens, aperture of f2.0, and can record in 1080p. Now looking here around the phone, I mean, pretty basic. Got your Blade branding right there. It looks nice. Rear-mounted fingerprint scanner. Of course, your quad camera and your flash. Now here on the right side, you got a power button that's not textured. It's pretty smooth. And of course, your volume rocker there. On top, you got your SD and SIM card tray and a secondary microphone there. You can see how the body or how the frame looks here. Kind of sinks in up here. I like that. Looks good. On the left side here, we have nothing. And on the bottom firing speaker, USB Type-C charging port, and headphone jack there. Let's go ahead here and give it a boot up. Alright, got a little vibration going on there. So, yeah, also stay tuned towards the end of the video. I'm going to be asking a question, some feedback on unboxing. So, be sure and stay tuned for that, and it'll be appreciated. This animation is sweet, setting up there. So, yeah, I'll go ahead, get the phone all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so phone is set up and ready to go. And the first thing we're going to look at, of course, is the display. Now, the display is very crisp. It's very clear. Got that full HD IPS LCD display, and there's nothing to complain about here. Okay, the display is very crisp, very clear. Yeah, looks really good. Now, this is just basically a stock experience. Okay, pulling the apps up here, everything is pretty much, I mean, there's nothing on the phone except for your Google basic Google stuff. Okay, I did download Geekbench 5, run a test, show you that later. But you can see right there, it's just your basic stock experience here on Android. And that's really nice. Now, this phone does run the Snapdragon 765G. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of onboard storage, which honestly, in my opinion, is very respectable. Okay, the 765G is a very fast processor. I've had no issues with any phone with a 765G like the Pixel 5 and others. Very, very solid. And 6 gigabytes of RAM is very good as well. And now, before I go any further, I want to give you the price of this phone. Now, this phone is only available right now on Visible as far as I know. And the price going is $360. Okay? Now, $360, you got to make up in your own mind if that's a good price, if it's too high. Just exclude the brand name. I know ZTE is not a favorite among many, but honestly, I've used ZTE phones for a long time, and I've always enjoyed using ZTE devices. But all that aside, you know, what the processor is, what it's pushing, and everything else, 360 in my opinion is kind of middle of the road. I mean, like I said, there are some cheaper out there. There are some more expensive out there. So yeah, you can go on Visible and check out their finance options as well, and all that kind of good stuff if you're interested here in this phone. Now we'll pull the drop down. This is running Android version 10. And I would say the updates is probably one of the things they slack on most on ZTE phones, is providing updates. This is on Android 10, and I'm not even sure the security patch or if there's even an update right now for it. But look in here, got your basic stuff. Okay, location, Wi-Fi, stuff like that. Record screen, NFC. So that's nice if you use NFC, DTS sound, hotspot, stuff like that. Now here in the settings, connected devices, of course, what you have, your connection preferences, which is Bluetooth, NFC, printing, and Chromebook and stuff like that. So back out of that, and then you have your battery here. Now this phone does have a 4,000 milliamp hour non-removable battery, and it does have 18 watt fast charge. So 18 watts is not bad. It's not the fastest out there by no means anymore, but 18 watts is okay. So 4,000 milliamp hour, you can see what the remaining battery estimation is there, what it is on power saver and ultra power saver. That's a battery there. Also turn on dark mode, which we'll do right now. It looks so much better. And optimizations, battery usage, battery percentage, all that kind of stuff there. So yeah, I mean, 4,000 milliamp hour battery, very good, not bad at all. Now here it features, you got your system navigation. So you got your bottom buttons, okay, your virtual navigation, your back, home, and recents button. And you also have your gesture navigation, which I do like. So I'll turn that on. And so yeah, got your record screen. Now by recording the screen, you can record in medium, high, and low. Not really sure what resolution it is. I'm guessing maybe 1080, 720, 480, maybe. I don't know. You can record touch interactions and stuff like that. Schedule power on and off and gesture and motion. So you got auto answer, flip to mute, change to the earpiece, touch disable mode, shake to turn on flashlight, and all that kind of stuff going on there. Now down here at display, got your brightness level, got your adaptive brightness, dark theme, night light, got your colors here for natural, boosted, or adaptive. So yeah, I'll leave it there and adaptive right now. Okay. Wallpaper, screen timeout. Let's change it to 30 minutes, okay? Auto rotate screen. Why is that turned off? But it's not now. Anyway, indicator light. It's got all that stuff going on there. Got storage. And at 128 gigs, you got 112 gigabytes free. So only 12% used. And you also have an SD card slot here in this phone as well. So not bad, okay. I got privacy, location, security down here. So you do have your PIN pattern or password, fingerprint scanner, and your face recognition. So we'll check out all of that here in a moment as well. Accessibility, you got all that you need here for accessibility. Screen capture, select to speak, talk back, font size, dark theme navigation, color correction, all that stuff here for whatever you may need here in accessibility. And now down here at system, you will see got your date and time, of course, and your advanced and stuff like that. Now down here at about phone, we're looking here at the hardware information. You can see the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G, the RAM, the ROM, and all that stuff. And the screen info is 2340 by 1080. And you can see here that it's running Android version 10 with October of last year security patch. So hopefully there'll be some updates. Really not sure what's going to go on there with that. But anyway, let's go and check out that fingerprint scanner and face unlock. So fingerprint scanner, got it all set up and it works very well. Now, it ain't the fastest, of course, on the market, but you push it and there it opens. Press it now and it opens right up. It works every single time. There's no issues whatsoever. Now looking here at face unlock and look at it. There you go. Not bad, okay? Unlock reasonably fast, no problem whatsoever. Really nice stuff going on here with the ZTE Blade X1 5G. Now the phone does have, a decent sized bottom bezel. It's not an issue for me. I know some may look at it like that's just too much bezel for me, but honestly the bezel is not that bad. Okay, I mean it's something that you can kind of get past. There's no issue there whatsoever. But now look at the Geekbench 5 score. You can see here scores very respectable. 620 single core, 1970 multi-core. Your typical 765G scores like the Pixel 5 and others. Works very well, no issues there. Now the final thing I want to look at here is the cameras and just see what we can, actually record in and stuff like that, of course. And I don't take very many pictures, okay? That's why I really don't have a lot in my videos, because I don't really go out and take a lot of pictures like I used to a long time ago. So I apologize for that. I know the cameras is very important to a lot of people, and I wish I could do more pictures, but right now, I just don't take very many. But I'm working on that. Okay, just be patient with me. I'll try to get a couple in the next video that I do for this phone. Because your photos, got your ultra wide there as well, so nice stuff there. Got your portrait. Yep, I know, props and all that kind of stuff. Got natural light. You have your studio light. You have monochrome background, wave point, and you got window blinds. Okay, so a lot of cool features there in the portrait. Got your night mode and bokeh effects. Go over here to video, and we'll go up here in the settings and see what we got. So you can record in 4K 30 and 4K 60 on this phone. The same with 720 and the same with 1080, 30 and 60, which is really nice, okay, on this phone. Wasn't expecting 4K 60, but hey, it's got it, and there you go. Now, if you choose 4K 60, you got no more video stabilization, which honestly, 4K 60, what's the point, really? I mean, this is my personal opinion. I prefer 1080p 60 or 30 or whatever. I mean, 4K 60 just uses way too much storage, and the file is just way too large. So I figure, what's the point of using 4K 60 on a phone, really? And down here, save location. If you want to add an SD card, go in here, change that to external, and all your photos and videos will go to an SD card. So that's really nice there as well. Now, backing out of that, we'll go back into photo and look at those settings. Like up here, you got your flash. This button up here for live photos. Got your beauty mode up here as well. And this button here for all your filters, okay? So back here now at the settings, resolution, you can see there 4:3, 1:1, full screen, or 4.3 at 48 megapixels. You can add the watermark, turn it on or off, date and time, on or off, AI camera, double tap the power key, and yeah, all those features. So, you know, good stuff there. Now here at more, got your manual mode, panorama, mono, time-lapse, slow motion, document, and macro mode. So yeah, a lot of good settings. Looks very promising. I will definitely check those out there and give a report back in my next video. But yeah, that's just my first impressions. And look here, it's a ZTE Blade X1 5G. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I want to just ask the questions, some feedback on what y'all want to see more. I'm trying to keep my videos shorter, okay, in the unboxings. I know they can run long sometimes because, you know, I go into the settings and look at all the settings and take some time there, and give me some feedback. When it comes to an unboxing, what are y'all most looking for in an unboxing? What do you want to see in a first impressions video? Leave it down in the comments. That would be appreciated. You know, I'm trying to make my videos about 10, 11 minutes or shorter, and sometimes they run into 17, 18 minutes, okay? But, yeah, some feedback would be nice where I can cut out here, cut out there, and that'd be appreciated. But yeah, the ZTE Blade X1 5G looks to be a very solid phone. I mean, I've always been a big fan of ZTE, and I do like their phones and devices. So, if it's helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, be sure to leave it down below in the comment section. And also, if you're new around here and you ain't subscribed, please consider subscribing, clicking that bell for all notifications. That will be appreciated. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.